Imagine a boy who never planned to enter the world of video editing. At first, he did not even enjoy his college. He had taken admission in multimedia and animation by mistake. The classes felt boring, confusing, and he did not understand what he was learning. But slowly something started to change. When he began learning Adobe software and video editing tools, he started enjoying the process. What once felt boring slowly turned into curiosity, and that curiosity turned into passion. Days passed, and he kept learning a new skill every single day. Then suddenly the COVID-19 pandemic happened. College were closed and everything were into lockdown. He had to go back home, but that moment changed his life. During the lockdown, while most people were wasting time, he was practicing video editing the entire day, improving his skills, built a strong portfolio, and became better every single day. After that, he created two freelancing accounts, one on Upwork and another on Fiverr. Soon he started getting clients and the clients loved his work. Day by day, he kept improving his skills and building his reputation. And today, he is a top-rated seller on Fiverr, working with clients from 60 plus countries, running a 5 crore video editing business and a 7-figure video editing agency. Yes guys, I'm talking about Asil Khan, a boy who once joined a course by mistake but turned that mistake into a life-changing success story. So now you are probably thinking, how did he actually do it? How did a normal college student turn a simple skill like video editing into a 5 crore business and 7-figure agency? Well, it did not happen by luck. After years of learning, testing, failing, researching, and starting successful freelancers, he finally discovered a clear roadmap. And in this video, I'm going to share that exact roadmap with you. This is the same system I follow to build my video editing agency, get international clients, and scale the business step by step. But here's the important part. Most people try to start an editing agency the wrong way, and that's exactly why they fail. So in the next few minutes, I will break down the exact steps you should follow if you want to build a successful video editing agency from scratch. Make sure you don't skip any part, because one small step in this roadmap could completely change your journey. Chapter 1. If you are thinking that one day you want to build a big agency, then you have to play the long game. And to win this game, you will need two things the most: patience and discipline. Now, there are two different ways you can start this business. Method 1. You keep learning the skill and directly open an agency. But for this method, you will need a decent amount of money in the beginning, because you will have to hire editors to do the work. And yes, this path can be a little risky. However, if things go well, you might see faster growth. The second method is starting from the ground up and building your agency step by step. This is the path most successful agency owners follow. So let's talk about method 2 first. In this method, the first thing you need to do is learning the skill. You must learn how to edit video professionally, including better animations, motion design, color grading, and everything that make a video engaging. But here is something very important. Different niches require different editing style and storytelling techniques. Some niches are high paying, like real estate videos, wedding films, advertisement videos, content for creators. So the first step is to choose your niche. You should select around 3 to 4 niches and focus on mastering them. Learn their style, practice their storytelling, and understand what makes videos in the niches stand out. This process can take around 7 to 8 months depending on how consistently you practice. And once you master the skill, we'll move to the next chapter, where we talk about how to actually start getting clients and building your agency. Chapter 2. Your first clients. Starting freelancing on Fiverr and Upwork. Now that you have started developing your video editing skills, the next step is very important, because learning a skill is only half the journey. The real game begins when you start selling that skill. And the easiest way to start selling your skill as a beginner is through freelancing platforms like Fiverr and Upwork. These platforms allow you to connect with clients from all over the world, even if you are just starting with zero connection. But here is the truth most people don't talk about. Just creating an account and uploading a random profile will not bring clients. Thousands of editors are already there. So if you want to stand out, you must look professional from day one. Let's break it down step by step. Step 1. Creating a professional profile. Your profile is the first impression a client will see. And in freelancing, First impression decide everything. When you upload your profile photo, don't use a random selfie, blurry picture, or low quality image. Instead, take a clear photo with good lighting, a clean background, and professional smile. You don't need an expensive camera. Even a smartphone camera works perfectly. The goal is simple. When a client looks at your profile, they should feel like they are dealing with a professional editor, not a beginner experimenting online. Your profile description should also be clear and simple. Instead of writing long paragraph, explain what service you provide, what type of video you specialize in, and how you can help creators or businesses grow with better video editing. Clients are not looking for complicated words. They just want to know how you can solve their problem. Step 2. Creating high quality gigs. On platforms like Fiverr, your service is listed as a gig. Think of your gig as a digital storefront. If your gig looks attractive and professional, people will click. If not, they will scroll past it. There are 3 things that make a gig powerful. Number 1, the title. Your title should clearly explain what you do. For example, I will edit engaging YouTube videos with motion graphics and storytelling. Number 2, thumbnail. This is extremely important. The gig image should look clean, modern, and professional. Avoid clutter. Use clear text and good colors, and maybe a frame from a well-edited video. Number 3, description. In your gig description, explain what the clients will get. For example, professional video editing, smooth transitions, motion graphics, color grading, sound effect. And always keep the language simple and confident. Step 3. Uploading a professional portfolio. Now imagine you are a client. Before hiring someone, what would you check first? Their past work. That's why your portfolio is extremely important. Even if you don't have real clients yet, you can still create simple projects. For example, edit a short YouTube video, create a fake advertisement edit, make a cinematic real estate edit, or edit a wedding highlight video. Upload the same post to your profile so clients can see your style and quality. Remember, your portfolio should not look random. It should look organized, clean, and professional. Step 4. Communication with clients. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is poor communications. Clients don't just hire skill, they hire reliable people. Whenever a client messages you, reply politely, be clear and professional. Ask questions about the project and always confirm deadlines. Even a simple message like "Thank you for reaching out. I would love to help with your project. Could you please share more details about the video?" This shows that you are serious about your work. Good communication can often win you projects even if your skill level is still improving. Step 5. Improving your profile every day. Here is something very important you need to understand. In the beginning, your profile will not look perfect, and that's completely normal. At the start, your skills are still developing. Your portfolio may not be world class yet, but as your editing skill improve, your freelance profile must improve as well. That means uploading your gig thumbnails, improving your gig description, uploading better portfolio samples, adjusting your pricing and packages. Freelancing is not something you set once and forget. It's a process of constant improvement. Step 6. Learn sales while learning the skill. While you are learning video editing, you should also learn how freelancing works. Understand how clients search for editors, how gigs rank on the platform, how to write better offers, and how to close deals through conversation. Because the reality is simple. If you only learn the skill but don't understand sales and communication, getting clients will be very difficult. But if you combine good editing skills plus strong communication plus professional presentation, you become extremely valuable in the freelancing market. And once you start getting your first few freelance clients, something powerful happens. You gain experience, confidence, testimonial, and real projects. And these gigs will become the foundation for building your agency in the future. Chapter 3. Turning freelancing into a real agency. Now imagine this. You started with one skill, you created your profile on Fiverr and Upwork. Slowly you started getting clients and projects. At first, you were editing everything yourself, but then something interesting happens. More clients start coming in, more projects, more deadlines, and suddenly you realize something very important. You can't handle everything alone anymore. And that moment is exactly when you start thinking about building an agency. But here is the mistake many beginners make. They try to start an agency too early, before they even understand freelancing properly. An agency is not just hiring people. An agency is about building a system. So let's talk about how to build in the right way. Step 1. When should you start an agency? The best time to start an agency is when you already have consistent freelance clients. Your monthly workload becomes too much to handle alone, and you clearly understand how projects and clients work. If you are still struggling to get clients, then focus on improving your freelancing fast. But once your schedule becomes overloaded, that's the signal. Instead of rejecting new clients, you can build a team. Step 2. Hiring your first editors. Your first hire should always be a video editor because editing is the most time-consuming part. But don't hire randomly. Before hiring someone, make sure they have good editing skills, a similar editing style to your niche, reliability and good communication. In the beginning, you don't need a big team. Even 1 or 2 editors is enough. Your job will shift from editing videos to managing projects and clients. Step 3. Building a simple system. If you want your agency to grow smoothly, you must build a system. Without a system, everything becomes chaotic. A simple workflow can look like this. Client sends project, you understand the requirements, you assign the project to your editor finishes the work, you review the quality, client receives the final video. This process should be clear and organized because when you manage multiple clients, having a structured workflow saves time and avoid mistakes. Step 4. Managing clients professionally. Client management is one of the most important part of running an agency. Always keep these rules. Communicate clearly with clients, confirm deadlines before starting, always review the work before sending it to the client. Deliver projects on time. Clients stay with agencies that are organized and reliable. Even if your editing is good, poor management can lose clients quickly. Step 5. Growing your agency safely. Now here is something very important. Don't try to grow too fast. Many agencies collapse because they take too many clients without having the right system or team. Instead, grow step by step. First 5 clients, then build a stable workflow. Then 10 clients, hire another editor. Then 20 clients, improve system and communication. Slow growth with strong system is much more powerful than faster growth without structure. Step 6. The power of branding. Most freelancers depend only on platforms like Fiverr or Upwork. But agencies think differently. Agencies build a brand. One of the best ways to build a brand through content. Platforms like YouTube and Instagram are extremely powerful for this. When you upload content like editing tips, before and after video transformations, behind the scenes of your edit, people start recognizing your work and something amazing happens. Instead of you choosing clients start coming to you. That's the power of branding. Step 7. Why every agency needs a website. Another important step is creating a business website. Your website becomes your digital office. It shows your services, your portfolio, your client testimonials, your contact details. When a serious client researches your agencies and sees a professional website, it builds trust immediately. It shows that you are running a real business, not just freelancing randomly online. Step 8. The real goal. At the beginning, you were a video editor. Then you become a freelancer. And now, with the right system, team and branding, you become an agency owner. You are no longer trading time for money. Instead, you are building a scheduled business that can grow beyond your personal work. And that's the journey. From learning a skill to freelancing to building your own video editing agency. But remember one thing, success in this field doesn't come from one viral moment. It comes from consistent learning, patience, and smart system. If you follow this step carefully, your small freelance journey can eventually turn into a powerful agency business. Chapter 4. Starting an agency without learning the skill. Now let's talk about the second part we mentioned in chapter 1. This is the part where you skip learning the skill and directly start an agency. Yes, it is possible. Many successful founders don't do the actual work themselves. They build teams that do the work. But there is something very important you need to understand. This method requires money, planning, and smart strategy. Because if you do it randomly, you can lose a lot of money very quickly. However, if you follow the right system, you can build a profitable agency safely. Let's break it down step by step. Step 1. Understand your role as the founder. If you skip learning the editing skill, your role will be different. You would not be the editor. You will become the manager and client finder. Your main responsibility will be finding clients, managing communication, assigning work to editors, checking project delivery. Think of yourself as the CEO of the agency, not the technician doing the work. Step 2. Building a portfolio before hiring full-time editors. Here is a smart strategy many beginners don't know. Before hiring full-time editors, you should first build your portfolio using freelancers. You can find talented editors on platforms like Fiverr and Upwork. Here is what you do. Hire a few freelancers for small projects. Ask them to create simple edits in different niches. Select the best work and build your agency portfolio. For example, like YouTube video editing, real estate video editing, advertisement style edits, wedding highlight edits. Now you already have professional samples to show clients without hiring a full team yet. This reduces your risk. Step 3. Create a professional brand. Before approaching clients, you should look like a real agency. That means creating 3 important things. Agency name. Choose a simple and memorable name. Professional portfolio. Organize your best editing samples neatly. Business website. A website helps you look credible and trustworthy. Even a simple website with your service and portfolio can make a big difference when clients research your agency. Step 4. Getting clients fast. Instead of hiring editors immediately, your first focus should be getting clients. You can find clients from multiple places. Freelance platforms like Fiverr, freelance platforms like Upwork, content creators on YouTube, creators and brands on Instagram. When a client contacts you, you simply outsource the project to the freelance editors you already tested. For example, clients pays you 15,000 for a project. Freelancer editor charges 8,000. Your profit becomes 7,000. This is called service arbitrage, and it's one of the simplest ways to start an agency. Step 5. When to hire editors. Once you start getting consistent projects, then you can hire dedicated editors. Start small. Instead of hiring many people, begin with one reliable video editor, one backup freelancer. This keeps your operations flexible and low risk. Step 6. Smart money strategy with 10 lakhs. Now let's talk about money. If you have around 10 lakhs, you should spend it carefully, not all at once. Here is simple safe breakdown. 2 lakhs business setup, branding, website development, portfolio creation, software subscription. 3 lakhs marketing, running ads, outreach, campaign, content creation for branding. 3 lakhs team and freelancers, paying freelance editors, hiring fast part-time editors, and 1 lakh tools and systems, project management tools, storage and editing tools, 1 lakh emergency buffer. Always keep backup cash for unexpected situations. This way, your business remains financially secure. Step 7. Build systems from the beginning. To run the agency smoothly, you must create clear systems. Your workflow can look like this. Client sends project, then you confirm requirements, and then assign work to editors, and then review the video after they delivered to client. And now it's time for collect feedback. Step 8. Long-term growth. If you execute this method properly, something powerful happens. You move from freelancer to agency manager and then business owner. Instead of doing the editing work yourself, you are building a team and scaling the business. And with the right branding, system and client relationship, your agency can grow much faster. So these are the 2 main paths to building a video editing agency. Part 1. Learn the skill, start freelancing, and then build an agency. Part 2. Invest money, then build a team, and then start the agency directly. Both paths work. The real difference is time, money, and risk. Choose the path that fits your situation and resources. Build smart, stay consistent, and grow your agency. And if this video helpful for you, make sure like, subscribe, and comment. See you in the next one.